Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. This is Small Talk. This is a variation on our weekly talk video, but we have less to talk about. So this is more of a quick hit on a couple topics because CG has given us nothing to talk about. We're going to talk about the 3v3 Grand Arena and any thoughts and lessons I have from the first week. And then we're going to touch on gearing up characters for this next round of Grand Arena before I hit join. So in terms of the 3v3, what I learned about 3v3 was I need to have a tougher defense. I lost that last matchup by 3 banners because my defense was a little weak. I didn't do as many underdogs as I usually do, and I was hoping that some of my trap teams would trip up my opponent. They did not. I had a lot of advantages going in, but it didn't work out, and I ended up finishing the match with several good teams on my bench. So I want to beef up my defense. So that's one of the things that we're going to be looking at with the characters that I'm going to be gearing up. On other things, Mando was really useful. I'm going to want to gear him up. I've been using him under Bosk for now just because I don't trust the Aura Singh lead with where my gear is at and with fewer characters on the board. I think having a secondary Annihilate is really useful, especially when I usually have Nihilus with that Treya Geos counter. And then in terms of some of those defenses, they're tying directly into who I'm gearing up this week. We're going to start off with that. Night Sister Acolyte. I've finished farming a long time ago, but with 5v5, there's no reason to have her. I've got Night Sister Spirit. Spirit's the superior 5v5 option. But Acolyte is one of, if not the easiest character to gear in the game. So there's no reason for me not to immediately just gear her up and have her ready. And there's on Reddit, there's a list that somebody did of all the easiest gears. It's a really simple way to beef up your roster and create a lot more depth by targeting those characters for development. A lot of them happen to be older characters, so if their kits haven't been reworked, they aren't particularly useful, but it's one of the reasons why early on Geos have so much bang for your buck, because they are such an easy faction to gear for the most part, other than Sunfac. We're just taking her up to gear 11. I want to use her with Mother Telzine. Right now I've been using Talia and it's just it's not doing anything. I need to be able to hide Acolyte under stealth. Yeah, this is a ridiculously easy gear that I could have done at any point. Yeah, and so that's what these easy gears look like. And I'm going to show another one after this. Not quite as easy as Acolyte. But I have Stormtrooper that I'm probably not going to use, but he's another one of those easy gears that I want to at least look at. I just don't know if I want to take her up to gear 12 though. I'm going to try her out here. Increasing the stealth chance I definitely want. And that I want. We'll do that too. Alright, we're leaving her here for now. I'm going to check out those mods later. So another one of those easy gears that I want to look at is Stormtrooper. He's been gear 9 for years. When you have Shore Trooper, he kind of hits an expiration, but Arnold shows how effective he can be in some cases with how his buffs work and synergize with the other troopers. But he is among, I think, the top 20 or 25 easiest characters to gear. So I want to see where we can take him without using some pieces that are more desirable for me. That eyeball is not a huge deal to me. I'm willing to drop that. They're cheap enough with crystals, and I have a good enough crystal income where I can drop an eyeball. The furnaces are getting low. I don't really want to get lower on the furnaces. Yeah, but one eyeball to get up to gear 11, no carbs, no stun cuffs, like that's great. I kind of don't want to do that piece. Yeah, I could very easily bring him up to gear 12 too, but there's no way he's going to get a stun gun. Next thing I want to point out is my farms. Hux I just finished last week during the Grand Arena period. I don't have a lot of carbs right now, so I don't want to take him up to gear 12. I think there's better candidates for that. You can see how close I am with Resistance Hero Finn and Resistance Hero Poe. Finn I might have done tonight and after reset, and Poe, he'll be done sometime next month. I should get a good start on him with the 8 attempts right now. I'm getting close to 9 shards a day, like 8 or 9 shards a day on both of these characters with 3 refreshes. Or 3 attempts, 2 refreshes. Now, Sith Trooper is one I'm really tempted by. Obi-Wan's I'm tempted by. And Colonel Stark is easy to gear up, and I'd like to get him to 10, but there's no benefit to using him in 3v3, so he's going to be held off on. But because I'd like to use an evasion team for 3v3, I actually do think I'm going to use this gear up for Kenobi. I've been wanting to finish Kenobi off for over a year. It's just, there's always somebody else. All right. That's not good enough. I'm holding off on Zetas for this week, but I'd like to get some of those Kenobi Zetas. Grief Karga, I do want to put an Omega on here. I need to learn a little bit more about his Zetas. I think we're going to call it for this week. I wish there was more going on in-game for me to talk about. But I need to hit this join period, and this video is really more about showing the gearing progress that I've been documenting before I join this next Grand Arena. So thank you for watching. Be safe out there. Be excellent to each other. This has been Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. Good luck in your next Grand Arena.